We're gonna go and get this tractor unloaded, this 1986 Steiger that we picked up, and see how that goes. Got the truck running earlier, and then tractor's been plugged in. Should start right up. The breaker's been blowing. It's an old plug-in on an old barn here. Ooh, that's nice and warm. That's still cold. Well, wish that could have stayed on. Well, we'll see if she pops off. I'm gonna let things warm up a bit and unchain it, and then we'll get her off. What are we doing today? Are we still working on that race trailer? We got that combine to do, we got that combine to do, we got a water pump to do, we got some other stuff to do there. Tailgaters, parts are still here. We'll get that race trailer out of here, and then we'll be able to work on more projects. We'll be able to show you something. We'll show you maintenance. We'll maintenance you out. No, we'll show you maintenance until you're sick of seeing maintenance. Oh! Do you have a joke? Yes, I think you do. There was one you told me yesterday. I even laughed at that one.
Why are pirates called pirates?
Because they have a wooden leg.
Because they just are.
Oh my god.
It's so lame, it's funny.
So, the Steiger started.
Oh.
She wasn't happy.
Well, it's a Cummins.
Well, it usually starts pretty good.
It's only been plugged in for 10 minutes.
No, it was not.
I timed you.
Whatever.
You plugged it in. It didn't even warm itself up.
Half the block was warm. Right around
Right
around the plug.
I wasn't in kindergarten yesterday.
And what are you doing? Changing oil. On the rig again?
Marv.
Oh, on Marv.
Oil and fuel filters. Need to do a water pump too, but I'm not going to do that today, I don't think.
Yes.
And the blower motor.
Oh, the blower motor came.
No, not yet. This afternoon.
Oh, okay. So yesterday I was gonna haul some corn or some wheat in, and I jumped in this thing, and it was cold out. I had no heat, so Jangles found the issue. We brought it into the shop. She was fried, right?
Yep.
She was no
Just
good.
barely turned.
I would have had a cold ride.
Yeah.
So new piece coming today, and then we'll change this out too. So we are unloading the Steiger.
Give her my gloves.
Cold. My nose is running.
You gonna snot?
Yeah, it's probably snot. Teamwork.
Makes the dream work.
That's right.
I get to hold the camera.
Quite the process, isn't
Yep.
it? To unhook this thing.
Yep. Now we just drive it on.
That's the easy part.
Kind of. You have to avoid these hooks, so he's got to back it off at a little bit of an angle.
too bad.
No, not terrible.
I know one thing's for sure.
We're gonna be putting new pins in it.
That?
Huh?
Putting new pins in it.
Yeah, I can feel it go, like a little bit.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, it's not a big deal. Just to pound the pins out and put new ones in.
What's happening, Daner?
Oh, laying in the mud, I guess.
Another day of working on this race trailer. Here, I thought we were done last week, but this is the last day. It's going out. It's going out to the races today. Out east. Isn't that right, Daner?
Yeah, it is.
So now you get to crawl underneath this dripping wet trailer.
Yep, I do. You gotta chip the foam out from underneath it so we can find the bottom.
We got about 5 to 6 inches of snow last night. Fluffy snow. And it was all on top of this trailer here. And what happened? We had to hurry up and bring it in. So, you going under there? What are you doing under there anyway?
Chipping the foam off so I can get to the floor. You gotta bolt this track in there to mount the generator on.
So you have to get underneath to bolt it down. Ah, I get what you're saying now. This is one of those dealios that you can pull out the generator, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Have fun under there, Daner.
I will.
Are you getting wet?
Not yet.
We'll come back after you're all done to see how soaked you are.
Okay.
There he is. So we got it.
We got it in. It works.
It does work now. There's the new one. So what's all this other stuff then? All these parts.
Well, this is the blower motor resistor. And this is a blend door. This must be another blend door. 2 blend doors. One maybe a mode door. Mode doors should be up here, but these are blend doors. Heater core and the AC evaporator.
So what's a blend door?
That's what changes it from hot to cold.
Oh,
Hot to cold or floor to defrost and all that.
so all the for the controls for the heating and cooling is under the passenger
Most of it
seat.
is under here, yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah. Actually, this is probably, one of them's probably recirculation. And one's a temp door, and then the mode door is in the dash.
Huh. I learn something new every day.
There you go.
She in?
Oh, I love it.
Show them how this works then. Ooh. There. So then the generator just sits on that.
Yep.
So that we're gonna put on there.
Yep. Ready to lift? Oh, you got the bad back.
Yeah, I do, don't I?
Yeah.
Do I gotta do
I
it?
got a bad back too. Now what do we do?
We just stare at it for a while. If your back is bad, I'll do it. Ooh. I just heard a couple vertebrae pop.
More than that.
Oh, nice. That's slick.
Yeah, tighten her down and we're done.
Okie dokie.
How do you like your new trailer?
Good.
Pretty nice. So where are you going?
North Central Wisconsin.
Where?
North Central Wisconsin. About 9 hours away. All right. See you later.
All right, so I've already disassembled or just loosened these bolts up here, and then they just slide right off. So simple, pretty easy that way. So there's unbolts there, U-bolts there, and then a couple more bolts underneath, and the whole unit drops off.
So you have the bar installed.
The bars are on. The brackets are on. I just got to tighten these up, and then we'll assemble these and put them on.
So this is what they are unassembled. So you got the poly plate here, your U-bolts, some other bolts, the bracket, And then, once they're all done, this is what it looks like. And bam! Like that.
And then you can put them on like this if you want to.
That would probably
Get
work.
a lot less wear if you put them on this way.
Alright, so you want to explain why we got rid of the 8450 and,
Well, we haven't gotten rid of it yet.
well, why are we going to get rid of it?
Well, it wasn't that it was a bad tractor. The 8450 was just fine. It's just that I ran across this tractor here one evening at home and called the guy in the morning and he just listed it that night and he said it was still available. So we told him we'd take it, and because I knew these tractors were pretty hot little items, so I didn't think it would stick around very long after I talked to him. Tractor's got 3-point PTO, has the full power shift. Cummins engine, nice glass cab. I mean, everything in the cab is really nice. So what we're doing right now is we are going to sell our 8450. We're putting a new PTO clutch in it over at Dane's. Dane's doing that, him and his dad. And then that one will go up for sale. This tractor's got a little more horsepower. It's got 280 horse versus the 8450. It's got the full power shift, which is pretty nice, like I said already. And these are just really hard to find, you know, mid-size, mid-frame four-wheel drive tractors. There are not a lot of them out there. There are some, but some are pretty tore up, and to find a really nice one under 7,000 hours. When we bought it from the guy, he said it had 6,400 hours on it. So I was able to get the dash to show me the hours. Actually, it's got about 7,400 hours on it. So no big deal. So this tractor will pull a roller. It'll pull a big 6-way blade we have for it. And it will also run a grain auger if we need. These 13-inch grain augers that are 114, 120 feet long, you know, you need like just about 200 horse to run them. So for us, it's gonna fit really nice. And that's kind of just the reasoning behind picking this tractor up. Yep. Is that heavy, Bo?
It's fairly heavy.
This is the project that Steve's working on. It's a fan drive. That's Steve. Valley Plains. So yeah, this here used to be right up in there. Runs the belt that runs the fan.
So, back to this. What happened?
They needed a water pump. This truck and both Peterbilts, same engines in all of them, basically.
Oh.
They all started leaking this fall when it got cold out.
That's why there was antifreeze all over the ground.
Yeah. So yeah, only when it got cold out would they leak. So it was coming out of the water pump.
So what do you have taken apart
new
here?
water pump is in. I still got some other stuff to put together, the alternator and whatnot, but this is the water pump here. And I also put in a new heat valve here that was leaking.
Right there.
Yeah, so that's to turn the heat on and off for in the cab. You can turn it off in the summertime. So it was leaking out of there, and I put in a new coolant filter. But to get that water pump in, I had to take these tensioners off and the crank pulley and the dampener down there.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, it ended up being a little bigger job.
There's the old one there. Let me
That's
move
the
it.
old one.
So it's not supposed to sound like that.
Probably not. But it was leaking. So this is the back side. There's the pulley. It was leaking out here and leaking out from behind this pulley.
Oh, so it was leaking pretty good then. So the John Deere mechanic was here yesterday. Mark showed a little bit of him doing stuff. I don't even know what he showed.
Yep.
So why was he here? You don't know how to fix the John Deere?
No,
You don't?
I don't. No,
We found something he doesn't know how to do.
He got this one done. He ended up putting a new fan drive in. It was leaking oil.
Everything's just leaking.
Yeah, everything's leaking. But this one had a new fan drive put in it before, so it was still under warranty. That's why they ended up doing that. It also got a new water pump, which it got a new water pump last winter too, so that was also under warranty. So
We got lucky
that's why
with
they
the
were
warranty.
doing it. Yeah.
So where's this water pump? I don't.
Right there, that black piece.
Oh,
there.
this one right here.
Yeah. And it was actually leaking oil, and that's what it did last time too. There's an oil circuit, I suppose a lube circuit in it, and it leaks oil externally.
So that's what he did on.
That's what he did on
On
this
the
one.
RX.
This one is done.
And then he was working on the 2-track.
Yeah. So this one has never had the water pump done on it. You could tell by this plug right here. If you can see that. The old one was green. That's, I guess, how you tell. Because it's internal. This is the water pump inside here.
Get in
Right
there.
here.
Okay. So he's not done with it yet then?
He's got the new water pump in, but when he was in there doing that, well, the reason we didn't do that is there's a special puller that you gotta use to pull it out and press it back in. So, and we only have one of these tractors, so it doesn't make any sense for us to buy the puller to do this one job, you know. So that's why we had him do it. And then when he was in here, he found this is the fan drive, cooling fan drive again. Same as on the RX. And then there's the driven that has the fan on it, and the bushings were bad in that, and they're also bad in this one too. You probably can't see that.
Oh yeah, I can. Definitely, you can hear it.
Yeah.
So you'll be back next week to finish that, and then that one's done, and then they both can go out?
Well, no, we still have stuff we gotta do to these two, but
Oh.
we gotta change oil on that one, change transmission and hydraulic oil and filters. And I think that's about it on that one.
Okay, well I guess that's all for this week. You can say goodbye.
See ya.
We'll see you in the next one.